Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday, the 24th of July. So let's get on and look at these markets. First things first, news wise, as ever, we've got I'll say as ever, but we've got news out this morning. We've got the PMI data this morning, so we're looking at forward to 8:15, then 8:30. The French and German data, which are the key European markets to watch. The 9 o'clock news doesn't normally have such an impact. We've got the UK data at 9:30. We've got the ECB meeting today, due there at 1:15. Not expected to see any cuts in interest rates there. Expected to come in at 2.15. Nearly overlooked that. So busy looking at PMI data. Canadian data not such impacting. Okay, ignores that weekly unemployment claims. That's still don't understand why they colour that in red on a weekly basis. It has marginal impact, but what will be is the press conference at 1:45 there then, and then manufacturing for the US at 2:45. So there's some market moving data out there. PMI can often create a bit of movement. It's not massive, sometimes just like about 20 pips. Often it recovers, so getting your regression tools out would probably be quite good. Right, let's take a look through each of these markets. Then the euro, then just bear in mind we've got news coming out in 15 20 minutes or so, and at 1:30. So I was looking again this morning. I was waiting yesterday. We drew the line across the top there. It did just pip on it very early at 8 o'clock, but never really came to anything. Never happened for me. I mean, it's 4 o'clock. I was away at that time, so wouldn't have seen it unless I had been here. But it finally broke out there at 4. It's in this lovely higher lows, higher highs sort of situation. Half decent channel running across there. Just really waiting to see if it breaks back down, hits the pivot there. Of course, I'd rather the news out first, because that 20 or so pips on any of those events could create a bit of a racket. So, and just stop me potentially. So I shall wait for that data to come out, for the European data out first. So that's 8:30 last bit. So it's going to be a normal trading starting time for me after 8:30. It's quite simple. The pound, similar picture. Look, lovely higher lows, higher highs. It's going. It didn't yesterday actually. It pushed up a bit better and hits R1. Didn't actually get down to the pivot though. A bit disappointing. So hoping that was going to come back and look for the setup, but anyway, that didn't happen. It was one of those near misses on trades yesterday. US dollar yen. Well, the yen's been recovering. It's just air kissed its daily 34 there, and the weekly S2. It could be limited a little bit here, and may see some consolidation over the next couple of days. What would make me sell this is really another breakdown of the lows there. Now we haven't got any yen data out there, but we've got the US data out this afternoon, which the other half of the trade could be affected. Aussie dollar. Okay, so again, this is only affected by the US data later, so there was anything this morning. The only thing is, it's pretty. I mean, it's in a lovely trend again. These markets recovered nicely from their previous sell-off, and well, it's just getting into this. And targets a bit on the lean side, although normally if it breaks back above the R1, the R2 becomes a target. It's a bit small in its target, because you can see the stop's going to be as much as the target at the moment, but it's not to say it will stop at that target. It might push on through. Saw it yesterday, breaking through there and running straight up to its R2 there. 75% chance when it hasn't hit the pivot, so There's a good chance it did actually go beyond that a little bit and maybe turn into a bit of a swing, which I do today, I wouldn't do tomorrow. Okay, US dollar CAD, because I want to be flat over the weekend, that's why I wouldn't do it tomorrow. Canadian dollar, bit of a weird one here. It's slow, just consolidated basically on the lower time frames, and it's proper consolidated here. Yesterday it looked like it was going to run down towards its S1. Got close to it, but not that close. Anyway, just really maybe a break below the lows here could be of interest for a continuation to the downside. It's had a reasonable movement. This is assuming that the dollar stays on the weaker side of things. Thing to bear in mind now is reading the tariffs due to take effect from the 1st of August. So it's not that far away now, so we'll probably have more volatility coming into the markets discussing tariffs. But okay, New Zealand dollar is on its up as well. Nice trend on the lower time frames here. It's just carried on going, running into its weekly R2 there yesterday. Sorry, that was the daily R2 yesterday. It did get my time frames missed. What was it on the R2? It was getting in towards the R2. Yeah, it's not far from its weekly R2, which could just stifle things a little bit. Okay, not a great deal there at the moment. The US dollar Swissy. Now this set up early. This is a classic case of don't get drawn into it. It's in a downward trend here. It's in a strong looking trend technically. At some point again, I think we might see what we saw back here. It's sort of slowly coming back, but whilst it's technically putting lower highs in, lower lows, that's fine. Now yesterday I was looking at it as one of the cleanest ones. It went at 801, and I just won't take a trade at 801. Don't trust them. Well, it looked good for a long time, and I thought, well, perhaps this is heading off to its S1 as I'd have expected from this lovely movement here, but it just never happened, and turned around and would have probably stopped me out on this bit of action here. So it was a good leave. Now we could get a reversal this morning. Pivot's very pinched today, so I'd expect more of a likely to see it run down towards its S2 than its S1. This is one of those sort of outlier days where we get, it's an easier opportunity to hit the S2 just purely on its normal trading range. But just got to watch that this morning. That looks okay potentially. Euro yen, it's got all over the place, gone really ugly. Daily wise, it's still got this huge lovely solid trend there, but come down into look at this week, and this week's been ugly. I've not had a single setup on this yet. This week normally I have one a week, two a week that sets up on my auto trader. Nothing. I've probably said that now and I'll get one, but it needs to do something yet to set anything up. It's just horrible at the moment. Euro pound, not really going anywhere. Right, I'm not really going to spend much time going through the rest of these. I'll have a look at a couple of the usual suspects. Euro CAD I quite like normally. Let's have a quick look. Is that gonna? That's horrible. This is daily picture, but you can see it's not really doing a great deal. It's gone ugly. I want it when it's in its trends. I don't like it when it's like this, and it does this for a while before it starts breaking into a decent trend again. So I'll be patient and wait on that. Okay, I'll look at the rest of the markets here later. Let's have a look at the usual other suspects. Gold. This was looking bullish yesterday when I'm sure in the morning. It didn't come to anything. Look, I think it had already pitched a high out, if I remember rightly. It's gone quite ugly. There we go. Yeah, taken the high out earlier on yesterday. Come back to the pivot quite nicely. 7 o'clock it started. Yeah, here we go. 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It was looking like it was going to go. That just run out of legs. again, looks like it moved quite early into the 8 o'clock bar there and rolled straight away. This is why patience is a good thing in the mornings. We've seen a lot more of the bigger moves in the afternoon, which we did here. Okay, oil. Oh, seeing a spike here. What's going on? Daily wise, you barely see the spike. But I tell you what's going on. I'm not trading it at the moment. It's gone a bit. I don't know what's caused that spike. I'll need to have a quick look, but it might be we can play the Gresham move on it. But I really don't like what it's been doing over the last weeks. I'll do it in my head. I won't really trade it. It's not right at the moment. S&Ps. So the S&Ps continuing to make new highs yesterday. All-time highs broken once again. It's pulling back at the moment. Well, just setting up for some more all-time highs maybe. Be a nice move if it came back to the pivot. We'll see what happens there. A bit of support off that pivot could see us driving up further. Okay, still potential to push up further there. The FTSE again, all new all-time highs here, pushing in there yesterday. Someone asked me why is the FTSE still going up. I think I mentioned this a while ago. Is that there's apparently there's money coming from the US, etc. It's been spread around a little bit, and the FTSE is one of those markets that's getting it anyway. I guess with concerns with lower interest rates, etc., it always shifts the money back to the equity funds. But pushing up okay at the moment. Don't really have any trades sitting on that at this stage. It's unfortunately didn't come back. It would be nice if it come back to the pivot. It'd be a nice clean move and up. We could still come back to the pivot. It would look less good then. In fact, I'd probably stand aside of it then. More likely to dip than go up. The DAX still looking. It's not made any all-time highs yet this week. It's slacking. Again here, a bit of patience this morning. If this was to come back down towards the daily pivot, if we can get a reversal off that, I would be interested. Where it's sitting at the moment, a bit in no man's land. It may start breaking through the highs here and head off. That's an option. A bit of a go with on that, but bit in betweeny. Okay, I'm going to leave you there. I wish you a good day's trading. If you're not in tomorrow, just to let you know, I'm away for a couple of weeks. So after tomorrow, so tomorrow's the last day for a couple of weeks. So right, I'll catch you tomorrow anyway. Bye for now. You can watch it and catch up.